Some people don't ask for help. Not when they're overwhelmed. Not when they're exhausted. Not even when they're breaking inside. They figure it out alone. Again and again. Psychology doesn't call this strength. And it definitely isn't pride. It's something far deeper. 1. Relatability lock. Think about it. They Google instead of calling. They struggle quietly instead of reaching out. They say, "I'm good," when they're not. From the outside, they look strong, independent, self-reliant. But inside, there's a reason they never ask. 2. Core psychology. Early independence. Psychology links this behavior to early self-reliance. These people learned young, if I need something done, I have to do it myself. Maybe help didn't arrive when they needed it. Maybe asking led to disappointment, or worse, rejection. So the brain adapted. It stopped expecting support and started surviving alone. 3. Core psychology. Control and safety. Asking for help requires vulnerability, and vulnerability means risk. For people who never ask, control feels safer than connection. They trust their own effort more than anyone's promise. Because effort never leaves. People do. 4. Emotional turn. Misunderstood strength. Here's the twist. These people aren't antisocial. They aren't cold. And they don't think they're better than others. They just learned that depending on themselves hurts less. So they carry everything. Quietly. Consistently. Alone. 5. Hidden fear. Deep down, there's a fear they rarely admit. If I ask for help, I might owe something. Owing feels like weakness, like losing independence, like being seen as incapable. In a culture that celebrates self-made success, they learned one rule: handle it yourself. 6. Inner dialogue. Their mind says things like, "I'll figure it out. It's not that serious. Others have it worse." They minimize their own struggles, not because they don't matter, but because they don't want to burden anyone. Silence feels respectful, even when it's painful. 7. Cost of never asking. But there's a cost. Burnout, emotional distance, feeling unseen, even by people who care. When you never ask for help, people assume you don't need it. And slowly, you start believing that too. 8. Powerful realization. Psychology is clear about one thing. Needing help doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. Strength isn't carrying everything alone. It's knowing when to share the weight. Even the strongest structures collapse without support. 9. Healing shift. People who never ask for help don't need to change who they are. They just need to unlearn one belief: that asking equals failure. Sometimes asking is strategy. Sometimes it's trust. Sometimes it's survival. If you're someone who never asks for help, this isn't a flaw. It's proof you learned how to survive. But survival isn't the same as living. And even the strongest minds deserve support.